Hello students, welcome to Saurav's classes. My name is Ashmita and in today's class we are going to discuss about Navik, that is under Indian Coast Guard. There's a post known as Navik, GD and DB. So for those kind of posts you need to go through certain stages of written examination as well as certain series of physical tests also, as well as certain medical examination series also. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about stage 1 of written examination, and it will be a bit descriptive type, and we are going to discuss each and every post. We are going to discuss about the sections which are there in each of these posts examination, the passing marks, as well as and also about the syllabus, like what you should be preparing for attending this kind of examination. So let us start with Navik DV. And this kind of written test has one section, that is section 1, and here the passing marks are differentiated between the unreserved and the reserved categories. So for the unreserved, for the EWS and for the OBC categories, we have 30 as the passing marks, and for the SC/ST candidates we have 27 as the passing marks. Talking about Navik GD post, we have two sections in this examination. One is section 1 and the other is section 2. Now here, for the unreserved categories, for the EWS category and for the OBC category, we have 50 as the passing mark. And for the SC/ST candidates, we have 44 as the passing marks. Now the passing marks has been differentiated for each section separately. For section 1, we have 30 marks as the passing marks, and for section 2, we have 20 as the passing marks. So separately, you have to get 30 and 20 respectively in section 1 and 2 in order to pass. For the SC/ST candidates, once again, it's 27 in section 1 and 17 in section 2. You have to achieve separately for passing. Next, we are going to talk about the Yantrik posts examination, Yantrik electrical post, and here also you have two sections. One is section 1 and the other is section 2. In section 1, you have to secure 30 and as the passing mark, and in section 2, you have to secure 20 as the passing mark. This passing mark is for the unreserved and the EWS and the OBC categories. And for the SC/ST categories, we have 27 as the passing mark for section 1 and 17 as the passing mark for section 2. Next is the written examination for Yantrik, that is for electronics department, and here you have two sections. One section is known as section 1 and the other section is known as section 4. Section 1 is actually common for all the posts under Navik examination and Yantrik examination. The rest, the next section is changing for each of these examination. So here in the Yantrik electronics department, you have to secure 30 marks as the passing marks in section 1, and in section 4 you have to secure 20 marks. This is once again for the unreserved EWS and the OBC category. For the SC/ST category, you have to secure in section 1 27. 27 is the passing mark for section 1, and you have to secure 17 in the second section. So it's almost similar to the previous posts examination, and you will have to secure 27 in section 1. Now here next we are going to talk about the Yantrik mechanical department, and here you have once again two sections. One is known as the section 1, which is once again common for all the posts, and another is section 5. You have to secure 30 marks in section 1 and 20 marks in section 5. That's your passing mark. For the SC/ST category, you have to secure once again in section 1 27 marks and in section 5 17 marks. Now we are going to talk about the details of all these sections, like we have discussed about section 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here we are going to discuss about each of these sections separately. Talking about section 1. Section 1 has 60 marks allotted to it, and you are getting 45 minutes to complete this section. The total number of questions would be 60 questions. If we are talking about the subject-wise allocation of questions, then there is 20 questions from mathematics, 10 questions from science, 15 questions from English, 10 questions from reasoning, and 5 questions from general knowledge. The standard of these questions would be from class 10th syllabus. Talking about section 2. Section 2 has 50 marks allotted to it. There is 30 minutes of time for you to complete this section, and there are total 50 questions given to you. And section wise, if we talk about the question division, then there is 25 questions from mathematics and 25 questions from physics. And here maths and physics questions would be based on class 12th syllabus. Next, we are going to talk about section 3, and section 3 has 50 marks allotted to it. You are getting 30 minutes time to complete this, and you will get 50 questions in total in this section. If we are talking about the subject, here you are going to get 50 questions from electrical engineering subject, and the syllabus would be based on diploma level electrical engineering. Next is section 4, and section 4 has 50 marks allotted to it. Here you have 30 minutes to complete the entire section, and the total number of questions is 50. Now here you are going to get these 50 questions from electronics engineering, and here also the syllabus would be based on diploma level electronics engineering. Next we are going to talk about section 5, the final section, and here you are going to have 50 marks allotted to this section and 50 questions in total, and the time allotted is half an hour, that's 30 minutes. And here you are going to get questions, 50 questions from mechanical engineering section, and mechanical engineering section questions would be based on diploma level mechanical engineering. Now the pattern would be the question paper for the sections 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Will be having objective type questions with 4 options, as we know in multiple choice questions normally. Now the candidate has to choose the correct option, just as we do normally. There is no negative marking in the written examination test, and the tip breaking rule in this case is that in case of 2 or more candidates having the same result in stage 1, then the tie will be broken in steps. The first option is if between 2 candidates someone secures good marks in section 1, then that person would be selected for the next round. The second is candidates scoring more aggregate percentage in qualifying exam, that is 10th class for Navik and 12th class for GD and diploma for Yantrik as per the post applied. The third one is candidates older in age will be higher in merit. So in case if there is a tie, these 3 conditions will be applicable. So if you want to learn properly the topics of the entire syllabus, whichever discipline you belong to, and if you really want to crack this examination, stages after stages, you need proper guidance and a proper mentor. And we at Saurabh Sir's classes, we provide you with solved study materials. We also provide you with regular classes, online, offline, both. If you still want to have time for your self-studies, then you can join our doubt clearing classes where you can clear all your doubts, because even after a whole day of studying, you definitely will have certain doubts in your mind. And if you still want to save time for your self-studies, then you can give mock tests, because through mock tests only you will be able to understand how much your preparation is going on well. Even if you join our classes, even if you do not join our classes, mock tests test your ability to see how much you can actually achieve in the exact exam environment, because you need to understand the exam pressure and the exam environment at least for some time. We also provide you with crash course facilities, doubt clearing classes and scholarship facilities, and we have a lot many recorded lectures in our portal, which is available to the enrolled candidates 24/7. You can just check those lectures as many times as possible after we provide you with the access. So if you want to join our classes, you can check our description box below. You will get the contact number and the WhatsApp number. You can join our classes by calling us. Want to inquire anything regarding any kind of entrance examination, you can just simply call us and clear all your doubts. We here teach for all kinds of competitive examinations as well as for all kinds of entrance examinations. So do call us and do clear all your doubts. So that was all for today's class. We are going to meet once again in our next classes.